Good morning, student. Myself Manoj Chotia from Raghunath Vidyalaya, Ratnagiri. Today our topic is seed. We are studying morphological of flowering plant. Morphology of flowering plant, in which we study about root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit, and now today's our topic is seed. What is seed? What is fruit? Yesterday we will study about fruit. Mature ovary is called fruit. Mature ovary, and whenever ovary is mature after fertilization. So, what are the seeds? Seeds are the mature ovule. Mature ovule are called seed. Or the second definition of seed, suspended life is called seed, because we don't know if whenever we want to grow a seed that convert into a plant or not. If it convert, then it is living organism, and if the seed is not converted into a plant, then it is non-living substances. So we can say, what is seed? Seed is the suspended life. Or second definition, mature ovules are called seed. First of all, you look at the structure of ovule. Whenever we want to see the structure of ovule, then ovule is generally two layered covered structure called integument. Integument first and integument second, and this is micropyle, and here one egg cell, and here polar cell, and here antipodal cell, and this is ovule stalk. So after fertilization, these integument are converted into seed coat, and integument first is in testa, integument second is in tegmen, micropyle is converted into seed pore, and egg cell is converted into embryo, and polar cell is converted into endosperm. Endosperm is the nutrient substances. So the ovule are fertilized after fertilization, developed into seed. A seed is made up of seed coat and embryo. The embryo made up of a radicle and embryonal axis, and one as in wheat or in maize, or two cotyledon as in gram. Now we have two types of seed. First is dicotyledon, and second is monocotyledon. So we want to see the structure. Dicotyledon seed. First see dicotyledon seed. These are the cotyledon, and this is axis of embryo, radicle, and plumule. So this is the structure of dicotyledon seed. The outermost covering of seed is seed coat. The seed coat has two layers, outer layer called testa and inner layer called tegmen. The hilum is a scale on the seed coat through which the development of seeds were attached to the fruit. Above the hilum, a small pore called micropyle. Within the seed coat, the embryo consisting embryo consisting of an embryonal axis, two embryo axis, radicle and plumules are found. So the cotyledons are often fleshy and full of reserve food material because they store food material at the two ends of the embryonal axis present in radicle and plumule. You can see direct in the diagram. In some seeds such as castor, the endosperm formed as a result of double fertilization is food storing tissue. In some plants such as they are not storing the food, gram, bean and pea, the endosperm is not present. In mature seeds, such seeds are called endospermous. Now we can see the structure of monocotyledon seed. Monocotyledon seed. This is endosperm, this is aileron layer, and this long triangular cotyledon scutellum, and here are plumule coat, and this is called plumule, radical coat, and this is radical. So it is the structure of monocotyledon seed. Generally monocotyledon seeds are endospermic, but some, as in orchid, are non-endospermic. In the seed of cereals such as maize, and seed coat is membranous and generally fused with the fruit wall. So the outer covering endosperm separates the embryo by a proteinous layer called aileron layer. Aileron layer. The embryo is small and situated in groove at the one end of endosperm. It consists of one large and shield shaped cotyledon known as scutellum and short axis of plumule and radicle. The plumule and radicle are enclosed seeds which are called coleoptile and coleorhiza respectively, or we can say radical coat and plumule coat. So this is the structure of seed. Now our next topic is semi-technical description of a typical flower. In this description we write which we can study till now. First of all, we studied about habit and habitat. Then after we studied about root, then stem, then leaf, then inflorescence, then type of flower or description of flower. Then after we studied about fruit, then after seed. So In the semi-technical description, we write just habit and habitat, means the plant are aquatic or terrestrial. In terrestrial there is xerophytic conditions or semi conditions. In root, taproot or fibrous root. In stem, erect or cylindrical or underground stem or half aerial stem or aerial stem. Then leaves, simple or conjugated. Inflorescence are of three types. One type here we can write a flower type, means it actinomorphic or zygomorphic, or the complete flower or incomplete flower. Complete means whole the four layer, means bisexual flower is complete flower, and monosexual flower are incomplete, in which only one sex organ are present. Then after write types of fruit, parthenocarpic or true fruits. Then the type of seed, endospermic or non-endospermic or perispermic. All these heading are included in a one word, and that is called semi-technical description of typical flower. That we will study of three families in our next video. Thank you for today's class.